Hello everyone, welcome back to Stirlingshire Homestead. So we still have chickens. We've been leaving the coop door open the last few days to just let them out and eat the grass. It's a good thing for them. The upside is our dog, our Anna, doesn't care. She walked right by him today. She's being a good girl. The best part too is we basically have the chicken from Robin Hood. Like, you know, that's the chicken right there. We have them. So all the birds have been out just eating grass and filtering through things. It's honestly good for the property to have them roaming. The only downside is we have cats that roam around here, and sometimes we're worried about them getting eaten by cats, or I know that we've got coyotes, so we'll let them go back into their coop at night and then close the door so they're safe. But when it's nice like this and we don't mind letting them out, we let them out. There's a couple of them that are still hanging out in the coop, and I don't know exactly why. Maybe they're laying eggs. I don't know what the scoop is, but I got 18 out here right now. And wherever Anna went, I'm sure she doesn't care. Oh, she's somewhere. I'll find her in a bit. Hello and welcome back to Stirlingshire Homestead. So we installed one of those today, in case you're wondering what kind this is. Menards brand. Dad helped me get it all situated. Has water that actually functions and works. And flushes and all situated nice. So, one down. We're also in the process of taking care of flooring upstairs. We started that today as well. And we got the main run going. 6 rows at this point. And so we're gonna probably tomorrow continue this way into the living room and get that done. We've got one more full piece here, and I'm hoping it comes out pretty close to the edge that we can just not worry about putting another one in. We'll find out. And then after we get the living room done, we'll probably end up coming this way and getting this taken care of. First things first though, we still have to take care of the plumbing, exit plumbing for the sinks, and I still have to bolt those into the wall in a couple of spots. So that's what's next. Hopefully we'll see you here tomorrow. Okay, I don't know where we left you in the video, but Maddie and I are sitting in our lawn chairs. Well, not lawn chairs, patio chairs and foldable patio table that we got from my mother-in-law, and they're really nice. And the deck railing is all finished. The contractor we hired got that all done. I think actually this past Tuesday. It's been a week. I just haven't been out here to show you guys. So that's all squared away. So we're just like chilling here right now. I got that squared away. We're watching the sunset for the next probably 20 minutes, and then we'll go inside and maybe work a little more. Actually, I'm gonna show you this now because it's on my mind. I finished up. You guys probably didn't see this last time, but we have a piece of, actually you didn't see this at all. We got all the doors on all the cabinets. Maddie did that today, and my dad helped with a couple of these, but we got these in too. And then we made a modification to this guy right here to make it actually a sink cabinet. There was a piece that I had to cut down and modify, and you really can't tell. You can tell a little bit. I had to cut this seam with the saw. There's sawdust there. You can see it's a little uneven in some spots because it wasn't the perfect cut. But what we'll do is we have some trim pieces like this. We can clean them up, and I can nail that in right there, and you'll never know that it was even there, even though this was all one big cabinet to begin with. So absolute score. All I did was mark on the top where I wanted it to sit, and then took the saw, started from the bottom and cut straight up to meet the line. And then we got this on. And so now we have a functional cabinet or base cabinet for a sink. So now that sink can be mounted in there after we get the countertop on. Anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I don't know what else we got coming down the pipe, but hopefully good stuff. But that's a lot done. I'm gonna turn the lights off, save some electricity, and go watch the sunset here. One of the advantages of owning a deck with a view. Okay, we'll see you back here hopefully tomorrow, where we are hoping to finish the drains for the vanities. I started them, but I didn't even get close to finishing them, so that's the next step. See you in a few. So, according to the code, since this is just a vanity sink, we're allowed to use a drain that is 1.25 inches. And so here we are using 1.25 inches. Now, first things first, you kind of have to like put stuff together and see if what you've got going is what exactly you need. And sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. Thankfully, it's fairly easy to tell how things go apart. This part goes on your faucet end, or not your faucet end, your sink bowl, right? And a little washer holds it in place. And you can slide this up till it stops, and then temporarily screw that in place. It's looking like we're probably gonna need a 22 on this anyway. After that, you slide this one over the top so it can make the connection, and then this little bit of washer sits on top of this piece here. And I like to scrape off the burr with my fingernail if there's anyone on there. And then you do that, and you can temporarily, just for now, come on, lock that piece down to see where it's going to come out. And right now, it's going to have to, it's actually a little too high. See that? That's a good problem to have. So, thankfully, since we kind of figured that might be a thing, we already pre-purchased I purchased an extender, but it's a flex and fix tube. I might actually go back to Menards and get a regular one, an extender, but right now this would work. Extends that like another 6 inches down. I don't know that we'll need that full bit, and I might actually run and get a different one before we continue. But what will happen is that'll come down a little bit and then sit on this piece, and then it'll sit a little bit lower so we can get this plumbed up and in. As it stands right now though, we're going to need a 22. Is that a 22? Nope, that's a 45. Those are all 45s. Do we have a 22? We do not. We'll come back to you. Okay, we're back. We went to Menards. We got a couple extra parts. I got a 22 elbow, and it fit in there beautifully. I'll have to clean this up with some paper towel, I think, yet. Or just with my hand. It's really not good to put on your hands, but, you know, that's just how things are. Yeah, elbow worked great. You can see I've got a mark with my Sharpie there of how I wanted it after I rough fit everything on. Hopefully that works fine. We're going to test it in about, I don't know, give it another minute or two. One of the things you got to be careful of when you've got the flooring installed is not to get that purple primer on your floor, and that stuff stains really bad. So I use the actual box from the P-Trap kit to throw it in there rather than getting any on the floor. And I wouldn't get any on the floor to begin with, but sometimes you never know what happens, and sometimes you do, and you never know what could happen, I should say, and so it's better to be safe than sorry. So we'll give it a little bit of time. We got to peel this off anyway. That way we can put trim on here. So we'll do that a little bit. And then, I don't know, we'll come back and we'll test. I already know the ones upstairs work okay. And I don't think, yeah, those are not on. We can turn them on though. Yup, now they're on. Both of them are on. Let's check. I'll turn the water on up there. Ugh. We're running there. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. It's leaking from here, though. That's a good spot for it to leak. It's not leaking from anywhere else. So we'll get that cleaned up. We'll try her again. Okay, let's try this again. Go ahead. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might have just did it a little weird last time, but I'm not seeing any leaks anymore. That's a good sign. So we'll be able to use this. I'm gonna leave it run for a little while, or fill the sink and make sure there's no other leaks there, and hopefully we'll be good. That's nice. Anyway, can I shut that off now? Beautiful. Cool. Yeah, no drips anymore. I like it. So last thing I have to do is clean this cabinet out, and it's usable. All done. Cool. And then we can also test, because hopefully the drain is all done too. Can test this function. Just press it in. Just like that. So let's turn it on. Lock some up. And hopefully we're good to go. You know what I also noticed with this sink is that this sink does not have an overflow. Like here, that's honestly a good thing, because overflows are a pain in the butt to work with, and I know for a fact this isn't going to leak. So let's say you're washing, you get done, you click that, it's about as fast as it's ever going to drain, and performed beautifully. Good, so we have one functioning sink. That's all good to go. Now we're going to try and install a toilet paper holder, and I'm thinking just about as far right as it can go is probably where we're going to end up putting it. Yeah, because it's not going to disturb the shower entrance. This is so big here that I don't think it's going to be in the way, and that way we can get into the stud here. Actually, this is a double stud, so realistically we can go over to about there and then have it sit where we want it to sit. Just a question of whether or not we want it to sit this way with the thing that way, or go this way.
No.
But
No.
no, apparently not that way. Apparently we're doing it like that, whether I want it that way or not.
So that way, if you do hit it, you're not jabbing yourself with a
I don't think it's not a pointy piece anyway.
I understand, but I'm also very accident prone.
Yeah. But that should work. It's just we got to figure out a height we want it at, and then we'll set it in.
Right there.
All these walls are painted, so it should be a pretty easy job.
Right there.
Okay, let's hop to it.
Right there.
We'll come back when it's done. Okay, so I got that all hung up. So now when you're going to the restroom, you can use that. And we are set now. So we've got that next to our toilet, and it's a usable, functioning, good to go thing.
The most important part about your toilet paper. Unless you own animals that will effectively unravel every single roll of toilet paper you have, this is the way it goes.
Put it on, show them. Oh my gosh, look at that. Good. Done. So we're good to use that because all of our sinks, the drains are now done. So we'll go up, we'll show you the upstairs. These are also good. We tested them. I got these done today. And this is probably the last thing I'll show you on this video. So that's good. We got no drips under here. And that one's all plumbed in. I just used an elbow to turn it to get it to where it's supposed to go. Same with this one. And when you turn them on, no leaks. Isn't that nice? And now we've got count them, three functioning sinks where you can fill them up by clicking the thing, just like that. And hopefully on these two, the overflow doesn't leak. I haven't tested that part yet. But worst comes to worst, if you just use it as a sink, we could plug the overflow if we really had to. But that's quite nice. Still no leaks underneath. That's good news. It's a lot of water actually that goes into those. Tons of water that goes into those. So then when you're done, you can click, drain it. There's no problems. It drains out super fast because we did it right. And same with this one. You can click it like this, drain it out, and there should be no leaks, as there are not. Well done, very well done. I know I'm not a professional plumber, but this basic stuff, not too big a deal. Once you read all the YouTube, watch all the YouTube things and get all that squared away, that's a good deal. The only other thing I'm going to show you that I did, so I did put some foam, window and door foam, around the gaps in just the bedrooms. And the reason we did that is because if they're having a party out here in living room 1 or living room 2, you don't want to have to hear all of the things that are happening through your door. So we put in here in the master bedroom, all that stuff taken care of, so you can't hear anybody partying. At least hopefully, it'll be less loud. So, this has been Isaac and Maddie. I don't know where Maddie is right now. Here at Sterlingshire Homestead. A lot of stuff getting done. Hopefully we'll continue the flooring this way and that way in our next video. We got to paint this inside of that closet yet. There's some just interesting things to do. We got to get our trim pieces along the edges of the bottom after that's all done. Lots of things, but it's getting to the point where we are actually getting stuff done. It feels like we're actually making progress. The fact that we have 3 functioning sinks, plus 3 drains that actually work, a shower, and now a toilet. We basically have a full bathroom up here, and the last time I can say I've had a real bathroom in my house is more than 6 years ago, because we've lived in the tiny house that long. It's a good deal. So, if you like what we do, give us a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and thanks for watching, everybody. Till next time, peace out.